A-Town down, I'm a Chad douche. A-Town down, yeah. Austin Theory was on after the bell this week. He's a Chad douchebag. That's his character. He's trying to be on purpose. So don't fucking hate me. But I'm not the biggest Austin Theory fan. Austin Theory was on after the bell, though, and after he was pretty much torn to shreds on Monday Night Raw by John Cena, and he's had some time to think about it and lick his wounds. He thought after the bell was the perfect opportunity to fire back, not to John Cena's face on live TV, but to fire back on the podcast. And of course, I believe this was in character, obviously, to a certain extent to promote WrestleMania with maybe a pinch of truth mixed in. I'm sure the fans' reactions get to him a little bit. I'm sure he's salty about that. But certainly a little bit of a fire sounds like has been lit under the ass of Austin Theory after the complete and total destruction, the emasculation of Austin Theory by John Cena. Check out this clip of Austin Theory on After the Bell with Corey guy, the Corey at the desk with the thing with the tattoos. Check out this clip.
What just happened with John Cena, everybody online's like, you're buried, you're done, you're finished. I'm like, you guys are idiots. You really are. I mean, yes, John Cena needs to say everything he can because he's going to go back to Hollywood until WrestleMania and go put his skirt and heels on. So, that's why he has to say all those mean things. He's got to say everything he can. And I'm sure he thought about that for a really long time. I mean, he did say he's been watching me for a long time, didn't he?
He sure did. And KP, Theory wasn't just throwing insults there. That photo is floating around the interwebs of Cena wearing a skirt and heels. I don't know the context. I'm not sure what it's about, but that wasn't just a random insult.
I could have stood out there and I could have, broke down, but I didn't. I stood in the ring with John Cena. I looked him right in his face. He said what he had to say. And it seems like he's really, really upset. But me, not so much.
Did you get that vibe when you were standing that close to him face to face? You could see him, look him dead in his eyes. You felt that?
Corey, I'll tell you this, man. I looked that man in his eyes and I seen it. I seen the fear, and this is John Cena, man, the guy that never gives up, the man that's not afraid of anything. And I could see it because it's, he can say, oh, the ruthless aggression era, that's where you're at. Dog, what are you talking about? I'm shining. I'm doing it. It's definitely not the ruthless aggression era. And a trunks, he said, I'm one pair of trunks away from being a jabroni. That's what you showed up to my show to say to me. That's what you wanted to say. And it's like, I'm just standing out there because I'm pretty speechless. I'm like, wow, this is the guy that I grew up watching, that motivated me, that inspired me, that knows this. And he's out here in front of his home crowd and he's just trying to be cool. At WrestleMania, man, those same people from Boston, they're not going to be there. They're not. You know who's going to be there, though? My family, and they're going to watch me whoop his ass. It was like every time, Cena wanted to take a hit at me, man, it was just like, man, I get it, man. Like, but it's over. It's the inevitable, man. It's that simple.
This is crazy to me.
Austin's young enough to have grown up watching John Cena. Isn't that insane? Think about that. When John Cena was doing Thugonomics, Austin Theory was eating fucking Fruity Pebbles. You know what I mean? That's insane. I'm actually excited for this match. I do like these generational matches like this. I don't know that this is necessarily a passing of the torch. I wouldn't give Austin Theory that much credit quite yet. Though, look at the guy. He's absolutely a future big-time star. Like, he's not going anywhere, and his best years are ahead of him, So, yes, for anybody that's burying Austin Theory, oh, he's since Vince left, or, oh, just Cena tore him to shreds, like... Theory's going to have a fantastic little career and stuff like this, these kind of matches. Some WrestleMania matches don't make sense. Omos and Brock Lesnar. History will look back on that and go, what the fuck happened there? Bobby Lashley is or was going to face Bray Wyatt. History look back on that and go, why was that a match? You know, why do things like that, you know, Kane and Kurt Angle had a match, I think, right, on a WrestleMania. It's like, where did that come from, you know? So there are those kind of weirdo one-off matches, but then you get these generational matches where you get like a star from the previous generation, like a John Cena. And again, maybe not a passing the torch per se, but definitely a giving a like an Austin Theory having a WrestleMania matchup with a guy like John Cena is huge, because Theory's going to be around a long time. And when he looks back at his WrestleMania career, when historians and fans look back at his career, they're going to see matches like that he wrestled fucking John Cena at WrestleMania early in his career before he was the megastar. I think Theory's got a run as a world champion ahead of him. Look, his body is fantastic. This fucking dude is chiseled. He's a sexy man. I'm not even afraid to say it. You know what I mean? He's a good looking dude. He's okay in the ring. He's not the greatest of all time ever, but he'll get there, you know. He doesn't suck, and his best years are ahead of him. He's still learning and growing and getting better, and look, he's going to be just fine. He's got the look, he's got the character, the charisma, he's hateable, he's a douchebag Chad. Right now he is at the level that I think he's an intercontinental level guy right now, but we've all grown up seeing these intercontinental level guys become main eventers, and he's still growing into his skin and working with these top level veterans. Like, he's going to learn a lot in there with a John Cena, just doing this program, even standing in that ring with John Cena. He learned something. He learned something about himself. He learned something about the business. And you know, he's going to come out of this better than he went into it. It's a good little rub for him. And I like this kind of stuff, using the podcast platform and stuff to further the angle. I don't necessarily like in-character interviews all the time, but I think it's a good way for Theory to kind of get a rep and get more long-form character work out rather than just the short amount of time that he gets in a promo. But it's worth a listen. It's worth a listen, though. I pretty much, you know, if you're an Austin Theory fan, I guess, especially, he's in character. If that bugs you or not. But I think I kind of plucked out the main meat and potatoes of the situation as what he had to say about John Cena. And it was, you know, a good little clap back for Theory, but a little too late in my opinion. But this will be a fun little angle, and this is a good little match for Theory, and this should be a career booster for him. But what are your thoughts? Do you like Austin Theory? Is he a Chad douchebag? Is he both? Does he have a big future in this business? Are you excited for the match, or do you think Cena should have faced somebody else? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next. Hey, thanks for checking out that clip. Don't forget to check out other clips here on the channel. And while you're there, throw a like, throw a subscribe. And don't forget to check out full episodes each and every Sunday of the Pro Wrestling Podcast.